Yeah, so definitely a rough week for me and the players I had ownership of this week. Um, Rough week. I've seen a lot of teams go down, that I have good records in the league. Now, the teams that I had, my shaky teams, those the ones that showed up this week. So of course, it was a weird week. Um, Definitely a weird week when the leading scorers or players, that usually are not up there for the quarterback. And I thought I would never say it. The leading scorer yesterday for the quarterback was Will Levis. Will freaking Levis. How was it? Hold up. Please let it not be so. Thank God. It still was someone. Still was someone. I had to shuffle Sam Howell. I don't. I own Sam Howell in maybe one or two leagues, so that did not benefit me. But the shocking was Will Levis putting up like 29 points, depending on what your league setting is. Shocking. Like I would have never thought. And am I surprised? Not really, because he had Hopkins. I think if he didn't have Hopkins, that would be a totally different outcome. If Hopkins, let's say Burks would have been out there, not Hopkins. Like Hopkins fit perfect for what he does. So he don't mind chucking the ball out there. Now, as teams get film on him, of course it's going to change real quick, and we might see the real Levis, or who knows? Maybe this is a real Levis. I doubt it, but who knows? Who knows it all? But the leader was Sam Howell with 35, Allen with 33, and look at Prescott showing up again, 32. Okay. Let's see. Our receivers, Lamb balled out this week. Showed up 41 points. And like I said, Hopkins showed out. AJ Brown still showing out. Rashid Shaheed was definitely a surprise. I need to go look at those highlights to see exactly how that game went. What the heck happened for this man to put up these points? Um, Jawan Dotson finally showed up, and I'm sure he's on the waiver wire in a lot of leagues. He finally did have to show up. Too late. I doubt not many people benefited from that unless you're in a dynasty league and have to play him. Um, Running backs, Christian McCaffrey, Guts Edwards, Kamara, P10, okay. And Brees, I told y'all Brees was set up. Now, most of the people that I said was poised to have a good game, I think most of them had a good game, relative to what they was already doing. Like even Jaden Reed showed up, you know, but the two people who didn't show up, they're disappointed everywhere, and it just is what it is because everyone's going to bring their best, their A game whenever they play them, and that was Mahomes and Kelsey. Sometimes Kansas City is going to have those games because teams are coming to play. Like teams are going to bring their all when they play against the Chiefs. It just is what it is. So sometimes it's going to be like that. But um, Moss, what happened with like I said, I haven't checked out all the games. What happened with Zach Moss scoring more than Jonathan Taylor? That's another thing I'm gonna have to go check out. I'm just, like I said, I'm just going through the scores randomly, fantasy scores of players. See what happened. Surprise, Trey McBride. Like I know Trey McBride was going to get an uptick. Did I think he was going to put up 25 points though? 25 points. Hell no. I figured this would be Kittle blow up game. I figured that. Then Taysom Hill. Like I was in on Taysom Hill this season, And then when I got him in places, the man didn't show up. The man didn't show up till like week 4. So, so of course he was on the waiver wire. You think I'm gonna sit there and wait? Think I'm gonna sit there and wait for Taysom Hill? So I did not benefit from something unless I got him on best ball. I'm not benefiting from nothing Taysom Hill is doing. I was able to go pick him, repick him up in dynasty leagues, but in redraft, he was gone. Like people bid higher than me or had a lower waiver wire priority bid, so I was not able to pick him up like I wanted to. Kincaid, did his thing on Thursday. Of course, like we knew he would. We knew he was gonna ball out. But McBride is definitely a surprise. I thought it would be an uptick. Maybe he'll put up 12, 13 points at the max. Not 25. Not 25. Um, let's see. And with the disappointment of Mahomes and Kelsey, the number one defense ends up being Denver. And of course, it depends on your scoring seconds, but that is definitely a surprise because I doubt anyone started Denver. Who? Like that might have been a tournament play. Maybe someone decided to play them in a tournament play just for shits and giggles, or they have them as a cheap defense. They have more fab, but jeez. But that does give me an idea. I think from now on in DFS, when I do play multiple lineups, like I did have a lineup for Russell Wilson and Sutton. I had one of those lineups with the bring back of Kelsey. Who would have thought Kelsey would have got shut down? But I had a bring back of Kelsey, and I had played Atlanta. I just thought Atlanta defense that was just they was gonna eat. Will Levis shut that down, but I should have had Denver defense because I thought it might have been a shootout. But of course, maybe there's a way that Denver shuts down this thing. I just when it comes to tournament plays, DFS tournament plays, GPPs, you got to think of all kind of scenarios. And when you play a bunch of lineups, you got to think of all kinds of scenarios. So I should have had a scenario lineup where Denver shuts down the Chiefs, even though I couldn't phantom it in my head. I just couldn't phantom it. From one of my videos, like a lot of fans came out on is what is his name, Tyler Bagent. Man, when I probably got the most comments I had on a player on that video. People came out the woodworks defending Bagent. I'm like, the only negative thing I said about Bagent in the video was that if it's a super flex, it's worth picking up. If not, leave that man on the waiver wire. It haven't changed. I think he ended up scoring, depending on your league settings, he might score like 13, 14 points the first game, and he done it again the second game. Like this his range, and that's what I was commenting when I replied to someone under the comment. I said it's gonna be between 13 and 16 points. That's gonna be his range. Like but he got fanboys. He got some serious fanboys, and they be on me about him. And when I went back to comment today, I was like, well, this the Bajan I know. Oh no, now he a rookie. Like they was on me when he was able to get to secure that win that first game, but now he's a rookie, and I hope I don't hear from one of the Will Levis people, because I went in on Will Levis because the Will Levis hype, and I did that video pre-draft. The Will Levis hype was crazy. Now it eventually turned out to people like loving him or hating him, but it was no in between, and it was crazy at one point. And when he didn't get the first round draft capital, it was what it was. Now we'll see what Will Levis do from now on. Like I said, this was a game, and a lot of defense gets stunned, because they don't have tape on a player like that. You don't have NFL tape on a player, so they can go out there and do whatever. And so we'll see what the defenses do once they get more and more tape, and then you'll see who the real Levis is. But I don't hold y'all up. I just want to share my quick thoughts of what happened this week. Peace. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to drop a what's his name? Is it Jaron Hall? If I'm not mistaken, Jaron Hall video. He the backup quarterback for the Vikings. I don't know if they're gonna go and get someone else, but I think Mullins is hurt, so he is gonna, I guess, lined up to be the next in line. So I guess I'm gonna have to drop a video on him. So stay tuned for that.